First, let's start with President Trump's recent pardons, which have been making headlines across the political spectrum. First up is Scott Jenkins, a former sheriff who was convicted of taking $75,000 in bribes to give people fake deputy badges. You heard me correct. He took in 75 grand to give people fake deputy badges. And Trump pardoned him. Jenkins was facing 10 years in prison, but Trump granted him a full pardon. The case involves selling counterfeit law enforcement credentials, essentially giving people official authority they weren't entitled to have. This is disgusting, but we're not done there. Then there's Paul Walzak, whose situation has raised questions about the pardon process. His mother donated $1 million at Mar-a-Lago's fundraiser, and shortly after, her son received a pardon for major tax crimes. Critics are calling this a clear pay-to-play scenario. And perhaps most notably, Trump pardoned the Chrysleys from reality TV. These folks were convicted of tax evasion and bank fraud, serious financial crimes that typically carry significant prison time. Their daughter, Savannah, has been actively campaigning for their pardons, attending political events and publicly supporting Trump's positions on law enforcement. So, what does this all mean? Well, this pardon activity fits into Trump's broader narrative about what he calls the weaponized justice system. Whether you see this as justified corrections or political favors really depends on where you lie on the spectrum. All I know, my personal opinion, is that this is clear hypocrisy. You can't complain about a corrupt justice system and pardon people who are your friends, who are objectively corrupt. And if you've been following my podcast, this isn't the first one. He's pardoned a lot of politicians, not to name the January Sixers themselves, who raided the Capitol and basically was trying to coup the government. So Donald Trump doesn't care about rule of law. He cares about loyalty above all.
Make sure to check out the full podcast episode with content like this on platforms like Apple Podcasts and Spotify, especially if you need more proof on what a real corrupt politician looks like.